Welcome to the Lines of Arun. We hope you enjoy the content that we're putting up, and if you do, if you could please hit that like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Enjoy the show. As we wake on a new day in Draconis, the sun is breaking over the spires and rooftops on a slightly cloudy day. When our new friend, Nova, wakes to the sound of her siblings running down the hallway. Hurry up, y'all! Breakfast! When she sits there and lies as she's trying to wake, she hears a knocking at her door.
Who is it?
Well, it's not the mailman.
Father.
Are you planning on getting up today?
I mean, I kind of have to.
Well, you do have a lot to do.
I do.
Now, when you go down, just remember, be yourself.
Yeah.
And try not to worry.
I mean, what if they don't like me?
Well, then, they're not worth your time, are they?
True. Yeah.
Hurry up. Your mother's going to be wanting to have breakfast done here soon.
Yeah.
As Dane turns and walks away, Nova decides that it's time to get up and get dressed. As she gets done, she walks out into the hallway to hear her father rattling around in a room that she has not gone into before.
Father, what are you doing?
Up! Just tidying up a bit.
What is this room?
Questions. Always so many questions.
You know me, I'm very curious.
Don't stop being that way. But this is for someone special, hopefully.
Who?
Well, a long time ago, I did meet somebody else. Before the war, before I met your mother. And I thought we're going to be together forever.
That wasn't the case?
Unfortunately, no. Noble blood.
Oh. Yeah, I know how you can be with them.
Most of them, the ones here, seem to be fine. But I left for some time because of the war again. Duty first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I returned, I found that we had a child.
Oh.
And
So,
it's...
I have an older sister?
Yes, you do. She seems to be, from what I've seen the one time, going to be a very bright light one day, just like you. Although your questions could get you in trouble once in a while.
I mean, just a little.
Just a little. But I keep this room in case one day she does find us. Perhaps you'll find her and bring her home.
That's very possible.
Hurry up, y'all! Breakfast is just about done. Gotta get going.
Yeah, there might not be any food left for me.
If you're lucky. As Nova goes downstairs and joins her siblings, she's surrounded by the family that she's known and loved. And be they elf, dwarf, or dragonborn, she knows this is home. All right. So, what were you and Father talking about?
Oh, just what I've got to do today.
Well, if they don't take you, tell them to piss off.
You know I would.
So, as breakfast finishes, Nova is very well prepared for her day. As the day progresses and the morning wanes on, the door opens to the house as we pan outside, and the children all start to run off, either for lessons or who knows what mischief children get into. As a lone figure looks upon the house from in the alleyway. Lyra has time to remember her last encounter with her grandfather. As we look into her memory, she remembers having dinner when her grandfather walks into the room. So, exactly why did you send my men looking for someone?
I wanted answers.
You have all the answers that you need.
Yes, I'm sure you've told me everything.
I've told you what you needed to know.
There it is.
Your responsibilities are to the family.
Responsibility.
Maybe if you took them seriously. You know, my money provides you a very
I don't
fancy
need
life.
your money.
Really? Then who is paying those men?
Well, you got me there. But I don't need your money for anything else.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems to me you're eating my food, which I paid for. And there it is from you, stubborn as ice. Perhaps you need to learn some lessons about how cruel this world can be.
Maybe I do.
I think you do. So we have two options. You grow up and take your responsibilities seriously for this house, or you can leave.
I think I'll leave.
Very well. The door's right there.
Sounds good.
Remember, you will get no more assistance from me.
I don't need your money anymore.
Again, foolish girl. You've got plenty of my money on you yet.
I like to consider that my money now. It's on my person.
Right. Wonderful. So, everything in your room will stay.
That's fine.
The clothes that you have on, keep them. Consider it a last parting gift from your mother.
Tell her thanks.
I'll tell her nothing. Except for the mistake that she made so many years ago.
And there it is.
Well, you could have proved yourself better.
I think I'll just be taking my leave now.
I think that's best.
Stand up and walk out.
As Lyra leaves her once home, she now is standing back in the alley, looking upon the house when she sees a man and a dragonborn female come walking out. They seem to exchange some last pleasantries and go about their day. But before the man goes back into his house, he looks down the alley to see nothing as Lyra slips back into the shadow. As we fade into another area of Draconis, we run across another new friend who's slowly waking up from an alleyway where he slept for the evening, trying to remember what he did the night before. We see Ood, who is confronted by one of the city guards. Before him, he sees a minotaur with full armor, reddish brown hair, and his horns, one completely up, the other one slightly bent. And he looks at him. Wake up!
Why?
It's morning and you're in my way.
Let's go to Walmart.
Why are you here?
Passing somewhere.
Perhaps you should go find some breakfast or something else to
That costs money.
Go make some.
Breakfast or money?
Either one.
Where?
Do you not know of the trials going on today, boy?
No.
Perhaps I can help you find work. Either as a city guard or in one of the many guilds.
Oh, I've lived in town for quite some time. I did some soldiering, but they didn't like me.
My kind of person, not many people like me either. If only father could have maybe adopted you when you were younger.
Who's father? Your father, or
Yes.
he's bigger than you?
No, he's only human.
How does that work?
I'm adopted.
Hmm. That sounds like fun.
My name is Talus, and you are
Food.
Ood what?
I don't think you want me to tell you the rest.
Perhaps it's best. Come, let's walk.
Okay.
As the two individuals walk further on through the town, he does notice that Talus has several young children run up to him throughout the day, and he calls brother and sister.
Did they adopted you?
Yes, they're part of my family.
Oh.
We're all excited for Nova's big day today.
Who's that?
My sister.
Oh.
There are only 18 of us after all.
On purpose or by accident?
By adoption, so on purpose.
Okay, so
What's your name? As a little halfling girl asks.
I'm you. You.
Yud. I'm Lara.
Hi. I got this map of town.
Oh!
Yeah, I was in the rich part of town. They had this little plastic thing, right with it. I think they called it a crayon, like fancy rich wood.
Oh.
So that part I
She
do
reaches
crayon.
into her pouch and she hands you three different colored crayons.
Are you from the rich part of town?
No, father got these for me.
Yeah, I'm close.
I will. But I could give you one. Which is your favorite color?
Black.
You already have a black one.
Yeah. I also have some charcoal, so that's black too.
Here. And she hands you a green one.
Okay.
So find some new colors.
There's always colors.
Mm. So, my friend, go into that shop, find some things that you might need, try to pay for them.
Well, I do have this magic pouch, and my shirt seems to be magic too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I always seem to find stuff. I don't know where they came from.
Maybe we should keep an eye on it. And with that, the two new friends separate, just for the briefest of bits. As we pan out to the outer walls of the city, we come upon two figures dressed in nature's clothes, just outside the woodland. As we meet Yaga and her friend Orgrim. So, we need you to go in there, you know?
And why again?
And we're looking for a very particular ring. You remember the individual during the war named Quid?
I mean, I dabbled in it a little bit, but I didn't really take it too seriously.
Perhaps you should have.
I mean, what's there to know about someone who went crazy during a war?
Crazy like a fox. He made very, very many interesting items, and that is what I need you to look into. And try to find rumors of a ring that he had.
What's so special about the ring?
It has the ability to bless or curse the individual who has it, depending on how they wish to use it.
Like maybe burning down a whole village of people, or crumbling down fortresses, or...
All right, let's not get carried away. You'll have your little fun one day, but unfortunately, right now we need to do this.
Fair enough, fine, we'll do it your way.
Probably the best way. And as you see, this Draconis is quite marvelous. Not made the way that the other villages and forts are.
Yeah, so you see that, and also we're on a floating island.
Some people say it comes from another plane. Not sure about that.
That should be impossible, though.
Should be, but yet here we are. And one other thing. And there are others that are looking for these items as well.
Others? Like what? Are we talking about, like, bandits, just run-of-the-mill, petty, desperate people trying to find any midge of success in this world?
If that was only the half of it. There's members of his mage guild that are still out there, trying to gather up his items. Don't know under whose direction, though. That's a curious thing.
I mean, does it really matter if we get the ring first?
I believe it does. As we can find out how to either harness this magic that he has and turn it into more of what we do, or those who get a hold of it before us could turn it into something much, much worse.
Can't imagine what someone could do worse than me if it fell into my hands.
In your hands, it'd be only like a child playing with a top.
True, but at least I would try to know how to use it.
And it would take you the rest of your life to figure it out. And we don't have that kind of time. Go off. I have other things to take care of.
And where are you going?
Unless you know, the better off you'll be. I'll be in touch from time to time.
You better. You're the only one that I like talking to.
It's only because I'm shorter than you.
No, it's not because you're shorter than me. It's because I could actually hold a conversation with you.
Maybe you should try holding conversations with others. You're going to need help.
Me? Help? Why would I need help from people who disrespect our way of life?
Some do, some don't. Look for those who might respect what we do. I ain't got no more time for this. I must be off.
Well, you stay safe then. I don't want to have my only friend dying.
Oh, if that's all you're worried about, I'll pay you the 50 gold. Speaking of which, money.
50? Is that...
That's not the 50 that I owe you. That's the 50 that we had for you. You're going to need to eat and find a place to sleep. I've got to be on my way.
I mean, I could always steal.
As we travel further on, we step back a couple of days to meet our newest friend, who is traveling to Draconis aboard one of the many flying ships. As we enter into the day of their arrival, he is approached by one of the many members of the crew. Just about to where you want to be.
Oh, I can see it off in the distance there.
Yes, it's quite a wonderful place. I'm sure you'll find many adventures there. It is most fortuitous that you've shown up when you have. They'll be doing some trials here soon.
Trials for what?
They choose some of the younger people, such as yourself, in order to, how should I say, decide where they belong, what clan or guild, or they're destined for army work or for procurements.
Is Draconis in a caste system?
It's not. It's actually led by a very unique dragonborn. He is very benevolent and he just feels this is the best way to put use to everybody's talents. And yours are, again? Are they more arcane or are they more in your face with a blade?
I can handle myself if people were to get close, but I feel like my skills are more involved in the care of others.
Interesting. You spent much of your time alone. Not too many people have you talked to. So you'll forgive me if I ask you your name again.
You can call me Ota.
Ota. Very well. Darkness.
Darkness. Tis a pleasure.
And seeing as how you've come aboard the Golden Queen, you'll always know what ship I'm on. Now, is there anything that you wish to ask before we dock?
Where would I find lodging in the city?
There's several places. Are you looking for something on the fancier side, or just to get by?
Somewhere just to get by.
Would choose,
The more seedy side of town.
would choose the Fuzzy Pickle then. When you go there, just remember, keep your hands to yourself. They're always watching.
Oh, it should be no problem on my end.
Excellent. And one last thing before we part here. I'll give you this. And he hands you a satchel. To your shoulder.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna inspect inside of it.
As you grab it and you inspect inside of it, you find 2 potions with him.
Am I supposed to deliver this to someone? I
Consider it a favor I'll ask you to repay one day. You'll find those beneficial.
I'm gonna close it and I'm going to hand it back to him. I'm sorry, but that's one thing I know: not get in anyone's debt.
Oh, you're not in my debt. Just a favor. One day. And it might never come.
It's a favor, not a debt.
Of course.
I don't know if that's how I want to start my life in the city.
Well, let's put it this way. You are a stranger to a strange land. And one friend who's willing to do you a favor for a favor that may never be repaid. It's a friend you might need.
Possibly.
Well, when you depart, if I find the satchel still here, I know your answer. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to do.
I bid you a good one.
And he turns and he walks away as you see the ship burst into a lot of hurried actions
Mhm.
as they're getting ready to dock. The gangplank's lowered, and you're ready to take your first steps into Draconis. As Nola's day progresses, she's walking through one of the more affluent areas of the city, heading towards the registration tables to see which one of the many guilds here in Draconis will take a liking to her. As she's walking through, she comes across Lara.
Hey! What are you doing over here?
Well, I thought I'd come and wish you all the best of luck today.
Aw, you're sweet.
And there's someone following me.
There is?
Yes, I don't think she notices you yet.
I look. Point her out.
And she points directly at her. Right there. See her?
Mm-hmm. The little brooding one.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and here. And she hands you just this little soft breakfast cake. I took it from Mom's table.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, stay out of trouble.
No promises. And she runs off.
Can I ask why you're following me?
Can I ask why it matters?
Hmm. You're following me. That seems suspicious.
Well, are you going to the sign-ups?
Oh. Yeah.
That's where I'm heading.
Oh. Alright. Cool.
Okay.
I'm Nova.
Cool.
You know, this is where you say your name too.
Lyra.
Nice to meet you. Good luck.
Sure, thanks.
As the two approach the tables, Nova recognizes the female taking the registrations. It's her sister, Ophelia.
Ophelia, hey!
Oh, it's about time you showed up.
I know, I'm sorry. Breakfast went a little long.
Well,
You know how it is.
unfortunately, I do. I still don't know how Mother cooks for everyone, but
I don't know either.
maybe it's her own special blend. Oh, who's your new friend?
No.
We're not quite friends. I just met her on the way over here. This is Lyra.
Oh, and you're here for the same reason as everybody else?
If that reason is for the trials, then yes.
Oh, excellent. You'll find that all the paperwork that you need to fill out is right here. She hands you both a registration form. As of tonight, most of you, or all of you, are supposed to head to the buckle in order to keep yourselves out of trouble. Wonderful. And just remember, because you know the owner doesn't mean that you get away with anything.
Oh, well, that's a bit of an unfair advantage.
Talus will be there to keep an eye on things.
Of course he's gonna.
Oh.
Talus is no fun sometimes. Ever since he became a guard.
He takes his responsibilities seriously,
I
and you
know.
will as well.
Yeah.
If you'll excuse me, I have others to take care of. Please, fill them out and just put them back on the table when you're done.
Okay.
Do you know that girl?
That's my older sister, Ophelia.
Hmm.
I have a lot of family in the town.
Oh?
I have 18 siblings.
Holy.
All of us are adopted. There's a few of us that are directly related to each other, but there's just me as Dragonborn.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, I suppose.
It's great. My parents, they take in anyone and everyone, I guess, as you can see with our giant family. And they love all of us.
They sound like very nice people.
They are.
You should consider yourself lucky.
Thanks. I do.
As the two of you hand in your registrations, you are ushered directly towards the boson's buckle. As you get there, you do see your rather large brother outside.
That's Talus,
Palace?
my brother.
I'm just gonna assume everyone's your sibling until you tell me otherwise. Does that sound
I'm sure.
okay? Sounds good.
About time. Father said you were up and about early.
Are you
Yes.
always this late?
Sometimes it takes a bit to get things ready in our family with how big we are.
18. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of last up as well. Father had to come and wake me.
Again?
I'm sorry. I'm enjoying my last day before the trials.
Perhaps your trials will go better than mine.
Yeah, I hope so.
And you're new to town, aren't you?
Yes.
You got the smell of a long distance trip.
Did your brother just smell me?
He smells everyone.
That's weird.
It's his trademark.
That's weird. Find a different trademark, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
supposed to
Yeah.
show off that you're smelling them. Father's talked about that with you.
Yes, but unfortunately the city guard likes the fact that I can do that because normally I can find contraband.
True.
That's handy.
Yeah.
Quite.
think they caught me once a little bit. Father doesn't know.
I didn't say a word,
God.
although the alcohol might still be in your room.
In that little spot?
Of course. Where else do you think we'd hide it?
Yes.
No, please, go on in.
Thanks, Dallas.
The bosoms buckle.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you go in, you do see a whole bunch of younger individuals here, and a lot of the regulars are being asked to leave at this point.
Oh.
I guess there's quite a few of us doing the trials.
Bar to ourselves. Well, self.
As you look around, you do notice that the barkeep seems to be a kobold. You know him as Grease.
Hey, Grease.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Good.
It's your big day, I understand.
Yes.
Oh, same as always.
Yes, please.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. What does your new friend having?
I don't know.
Sibling.
No.
No.
Just a family friend.
Not sibling.
No.
Okay.
This is Grease. This is Lyra.
Ah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
She's
too.
new to town.
Oh, new to town.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Buckle.
That sounds very menacing. Menacing.
He doesn't mean that.
Okay.
Well, not as much as I used to. So,
Oh.
I've heard tales.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
well,
Of tales.
let's let's be clear so that she understands. I'm not the first one to carry on this name, just to let you know. I'm just a facilitator for one of the guilds that you'll be possibly joining.
And which guild is that?
Yes.
Beautiful. Good answer.
Mm.
Good answer.
So, anyway, is your father in a good mood today?
Very, yeah.
Oh.
We had a good discussion today.
Wonderful. Last time he came in here, he seemed to be a little bit down in the mouth, if you know what I mean.
Really?
Yeah. Something to do with children.
Oh, well, when there's
yeah,
19 of
when
them, do you
there's
blame them?
All of us,
I think it's the... She know any of the family secrets?
I know there's 19.
I don't think so.
Is that a secret?
No, she just knows we're a big family.
Ah, anyway, I don't think it was any of the 19. I think there was something else going on. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I do, actually.
Oh, well, that's good. So, what will you all be having?
Well, I'll have my regular.
And you?
I guess whatever she's having.
2 fizz bang, upright, down, and sideways.
You sure you wanna?
Let's fucking do it.
Oh,
I
boy.
give you props.
As he mixes up the 2 drinks, you see several hard alcohols go in, and then he drops a little rock. Once he drops the rock in it, you see steam rise from the top, and it foams. Here you go.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Thank you, Grease.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
this is perfect.
And with that, the night's festivities begin.
As we leave Orgum and Yaga, as they separate, Yaga makes her way into Draconis, not accosted by any guards. And as she walks through the city, she sees people of all races living together, commingling, and having what seems to be a very friendly and cordial area that she walks into. As she keeps on walking, she does notice one individual wandering around aimlessly, but seeming to be interested in everything. As she approaches him,
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you. You seem to be looking for something.
I'm always looking for something.
Oh, and is there something in particular you're trying to find?
I don't know. I'll know it when I see it.
Well, you seem to be a very spry individual.
Us Kinder usually are.
Well, what is your name then?
You want my full name?
Just first name. I can do without the full name.
First name is Yud.
Newt?
Yud.
Yud. Kind of an interesting name to name a child. But,
I was a city urchin, so I don't know my parents.
huh.
It's a name I earned, I guess.
Well, I guess that's a unique name. I guess since I asked for yours, I shall give mine. My name is Yaga.
Yaga. What nationality is that?
That's not a nationality.
What is it?
It's just a name.
Oh, kind of like you.
If you want to put it like that, then be my guest. Anyway.
Hi, I'm Yud. I'm your guest now.
The pleasure's all mine.
It could be.
Maybe. Anyway, since since you seem to be good at trying to find things,
Sure. I
Particular-
got a map of the city.
that's kind of convenient. Well, if that's
I made it myself. See, this one's crayon. This is charcoal. This was dirt I found on the ground.
would you be happen to know where I can find a?
I really hate to interrupt.
Yes.
Could you two move away from the store, please?
And may I ask why?
Him.
What about him?
I
Can
don't
you-
take much room.
I understand. But could you please open up that pouch?
Which pouch?
And
The
why,
one on your belt?
and why would he have to do that?
Because that necklace belongs in my shop. And I could either call the guards or you could just hand it back now.
Or he can go on his merry way.
Who put it there?
I believe you did.
I don't think so. I would have remembered that.
Are you sure
just-
this could be some kind of mistake? I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people of his height and mannerisms around the city.
He was the last one in my store.
Are you sure?
Sure about that.
I'm.
Magic tattoo or change your dwarf.
What?
Your long time to response makes me think that you are not so.
Never mind. I was looking for a halfling, not a dwarf. Terribly sorry. Tell you what. Let me make it up to you. Head over to the Bosom's Buckle.
Bosoms.
And, one of the best inns in town. And here. 2 gold. Enjoy yourselves for the evening.
Okay, thank you.
Much appreciated.
What? There's no strings attached to it, is there? He's not going to pull it away real quick.
My dear, if he had strings attached to it, that means he had a intelligent thought.
Two friends are walking through the city of Draconis, heading towards the Bosom's Buckle. The evening sun starts to come upon them as they see many strange individuals well into their drink. One of them seems to be wandering aimlessly at the moment in a veil.
A friend of yours, he seems to be the wandering type. You two seem to be alike.
No, he's dressed prettier.
Why would he? Did
I
they
don't
have something
know
wrong with
very
their
many
face?
Huh?
Did they have something wrong with their face?
I don't know. I've never met that person before.
You trying to talk to me?
Yes. What's with the thing on your face? Did you have an accident?
This is culture. This is something from my people.
Oh, like your people.
Is it a gift?
This is what my people wear.
Seems questionable.
Such as the clothes you dress yourself in.
I mean, yes, but
He's
at
not
least
wrong.
I don't hide who I look like.
I can. Magic tattoo.
We don't. It's not a competition.
Can be.
We don't need it to be a competition.
Oh, where's the fun in that?
Right now, there's a time and a place.
We're in a place.
It's not the right place.
Where's the right place?
I'll tell you when we get to that. If you're still around me, we're done here.
That might take a long time.
It could. It very well could take a long time. But that's not why we're talking and having this conversation.
Oh. Why are we having the conversation for?
Where are you from?
It is, and he, like, spouts off something in, like, it sounds like a double-voiced tongue.
That's an interesting language.
Could you say that again?
And he, like, repeats, I do not know, the name in the common tongue.
Fair enough, but what leads me to my next question. Why are you wandering around?
I got a map.
You lost.
I would say I'm lost in this area, yes.
But you're right here.
God damn it.
It's right here in the part where I found on the dirt I drew in.
I'm trying to find people who might need assistance.
You're in the right part of town. Look, they need help.
Well, it depends on what kind of people he's trying to look for. Like, what? Like, are we talking poor, rich?
I am skilled in rendering first aid, mending,
Burns?
helping people out.
You a doctor?
Something of that nature, yes.
You're a druid. That's nature.
That's not a druid. He's not a druid.
Druid. What is a druid?
It's a fancy person that lives in the woods. They like wild things and plants.
I did live amongst trees, but all my people live amongst the trees.
Amongst the trees or in the trees?
As this conversation continues, our new friends see several guards walking in their direction, each with a holy symbol displayed proudly on their chest.
That's a new one.
Guards!
Yes.
He's looking to help some people.
Really? What exactly are you looking to help people with?
People who might need assistance.
He's trying to do medical stuff.
Sick or hurt.
You're a cleric. A healer.
Something along those lines.
We very well could help you. But unfortunately all the clinics where you could go are currently closed. Perhaps we can meet you here tomorrow, right outside the buckle. If you wish, we'll meet you here tomorrow and we can travel on together.
Cool, more friends!
What makes me think this is going to be a bad idea?
What? What's bad?
Let me ask your
He's
names.
doing good things.
You are?
In your tongue, I believe it's Ota.
Ota. And the short one there.
I'm Yud.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Can I do some interrogations?
We don't do that sort of thing here. And a druid.
You like trees!
Yes, I like trees.
So you like trees like him?
No, it's not that kind of liking trees.
So you live amongst the trees too. Is this what your people do?
My people, yes, live in the wilderness, and we are one with nature. But a lot of you lot like to disrespect it.
And as you guys continue on with this conversation, the guards that are with you are heading into the bosom's buckle and beckon you to come in.